United Kingdom offices include Phantom Computer Graphics and Animation. David provided software for the Roger Waters Radio Chaos Tour. He is also the British representative for the Intelligent Light Animation System, used in the film Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and in NASA's planning of the space station.
Folks back in America?
Very good. Is there any of them that are being rendered?
Not so much chance for that, but I'm really glad to hear it. That's okay.
No, we've been involved in that.
This is what we're sending to
That's
tomorrow.
Intelligent Light, three-dimensional computer animation solutions for science and engineering applications. High-fidelity computer animation has been used in the television and film industries for several years as a means of depicting objects in motion and as an effective form of visual communications. Now, with the advent of powerful graphic workstations and software from Intelligent Light, today's scientists and engineers can use this same effective visualization tool as a way of displaying numerical data and communicating concepts.
Electronic visualization of ideas and designs is an emerging and important component in the toolkit that every engineer needs, particularly if it can be integrated and made operable with existing analytic and design applications. Finally, a videotape which can be created and stored and analyzed and subsequently used on readily available equipment is very important in the overall process of designing mechanical devices.
Let's take a look at how this exciting technology can be used in today's design and analysis applications. Through the simulation of three-dimensional objects and physical properties, one can produce visual representations that may not be possible otherwise. Animation of CAD databases is made possible through Intelligent Light's ability to accept data from external sources. These models can be visually enhanced to create synthetic prototypes. The successful development of proposals requires the ability to accurately convey new ideas and concepts. This process is simplified through the use of graphic display and animation tools. For package design applications, a 3D environment provides complete control over graphic elements and geometry, resulting in dramatically reduced design time and cost. Effective communication is critical in the marketing of new ideas and concepts. The marketing communications process is simplified through the use of powerful 3D visualization techniques. The Thermophysics and Gas Dynamics Group at United Technologies Research Center produced this numerical simulation of unsteady, two-dimensional flow in a cascade. The animation provided them with physical insight which would not be possible otherwise. Intelligent Light technology, coupled with popular computer-aided design products, provides a powerful tool for the animation of mechanical designs and analytical results. This animation was created with a model generated from SDRC's GeoMod Solids modeling system. GeoTrans, a database translator developed and marketed by Intelligent Light, was used to pipeline the GeoMod database into the Intelligent Light system. The translated databases were then animated to show assembly and motion of the individual components and to highlight major subassemblies of the product. Surface properties such as specularity, transparency, and color were also animated. The model building and animation of this satellite as a synthetic prototype effectively describes the satellite's trajectory course through space. Control of the animation is achieved through the use of kinetics and interpolation tables, which may be driven by empirically derived equations of motion. A model representing Coca-Cola's can design was constructed and animated, with particular emphasis placed on color, material attributes, and shape. Animation is an effective tool for conveying design concepts and illustrating functionality to an audience. In this animation, arrows depict water temperature and flow. Intelligent Light integrates all of the steps involved in the visualization process. Geometry, hierarchy, and surface properties may be created through the use of Intelligent Light's full suite of modeling tools or translated from existing CAD databases. Motion can be defined parametrically or explicitly using position and kinetics tables. This allows complete control over easing of movement for acceleration and deceleration. Rendering is the process of combining lighting models with environmental parameters and motion to produce high-quality two-dimensional raster images called frames. The rendered frames of an animation can then be easily recorded onto film or videotape using options available with the Intelligent Light system.
The high-quality rendering of complex animations is a computationally intensive application that has previously only been performed on supercomputers or large mainframes. However, distributed rendering that's being pioneered by Intelligent Light takes advantage of Apollo's network computing system, which allows large complex applications to be distributed and executed on inexpensive and readily available workstations.
The Thermophysics and Gas Dynamics Group at United Technologies Research Center has chosen animation technology from Intelligent Light to aid in their research efforts. These animations are created by coupling real-life simulated and experimental data with the animation and rendering capabilities of the Intelligent Light product. The results were then recorded directly onto a 3/4-inch video cassette using our video output subsystem. Here is an example of flow behind a Pratt & Whitney fuel injector. An experimentally measured mean velocity flow field behind the fuel injector is used to directly control the animation of the streamlines. The next example shows streamlines forming on the suction surface of blades on the first row of a counter-rotating prop fan operating at takeoff conditions. The streamlines show the movement of a vortex across the front blade row of the prop fan and its convection downstream to the second blade row. The Intelligent Light product family addresses the needs of a wide variety of scientific and engineering applications. To discuss your application and how Intelligent Light might best serve you, contact the Intelligent Light sales department.
right.
Down green. Left-hander bound. Okay. Corner. Arms up. Flat. 35, 35, minus. Before landing is now the 100 feet to ground in sight. Master MBA. Runways in sight, slightly left. Hold back.
New York City, cool. Lower East Side, cool. He found another girl, nothing like me. They're birds of a feather. She's as cool as he. You opened a club so unofficial after hours club unconventional. He was so cool, New York City.
Hi. You know, some people seem to be intimidated by the subject of computer graphics. The idea of images generated by billions of calculations on machines that think in terms of on and off switches, zeros and ones, seems to scare some people. Pictures like these were made by people who didn't have time to worry about hexadecimal codes or computer programming. They didn't have to. Because of the software and systems developed by Wavefront Technologies, all they needed was their imagination. Wavefront software allows you to create any number of objects, then move them about in a dynamic relationship with one another. It's animation by computer. But let's say you have something that already exists, like a robot arm, an airplane, or a car. You might want to see what happens when it's moved one way or another, across a distance or over a specified period of time. Wavefront can simulate virtually any circumstance you can describe. In short, we offer hardware and software systems that provide cost-efficient solutions for almost any problem you might encounter in computer animation and simulation. With Wavefront, you can create complex and dynamic computer graphics with relative ease and at a reasonable cost. You might say we make a kind of graphics toolkit. The Wavefront system consists of 3 separate software modules: Model, Preview, and Image. Depending upon your requirements, you may need only a part of the toolkit. And since these programs allow you to create your own graphics one step at a time, you use only the software that you need. Hey, it's like any job. You do your best when you have all the right tools. So, to go along with our software, we provide the state-of-the-art in hardware. Now, Wavefront software operates on many of the graphics computers that have a Unix operating system. And if you don't know what that means, you don't need to worry, because Wavefront will help you find the right hardware to fit your needs. Once you have the right tools, you can build almost anything. Usually, it begins here, at a digitizing tablet. Simply call up Wavefront's model program and use this puck to mark off the necessary points that define your object. In Model, you can digitize from up to 8 different orthographic views to build your object. You can bring it up close to examine a specific area, or move it back and see the whole thing. Rotate it. View it any way you want. These numbers are the points we just created on the digitizing tablet to geometrically describe our object. Now, you could use other methods like 3D digitizers or video scanning as well. If you already have a database like this, you can simply read that into model. Then you can examine it or modify it however you want. Now, the second part of Wavefront's three-way solution to animation and simulation is the preview program. Preview allows you to take your data or the data you created using model and add motion to it. You can pick an unlimited number of components. These objects, light sources, or views, we call them cameras, and place them wherever you want them. But the key to Preview is its ability to create motion for almost any object, whether it was created in model or comes from some other source. Simply determine how long you want the motion to take, then choose as many key positions as you need. Preview will do the rest. You can easily rotate it, move it closer or farther away. Place it in virtually any position you want. Preview will remember each position for you and then create a motion that connects all those positions. Watch. But this is just the beginning. You can vary the speed, the number of viewing angles, as well as the motion itself. Preview also allows you to graph the motion and modify it mathematically or visually. This magenta line represents the motion we just created. You could blend it, change the beginning or ending velocities, or we could simply change it to a spline, which makes the motion even smoother. This ability to edit is Wavefront's most important feature. Anything can be easily changed by inputting new data, changing the keyframes, modifying the speed, or picking up a different viewport, to name just a few of Preview's many variables. Now, let's place our camera on board that pyramid and take a little ride. It can be a lot of fun, but Preview has some very practical uses as well. For example, if you had the elevation and airspeed data from the airplane flight recorder, the trip we just took could have been that of an airplane. Or you could take a walk through the halls of a building that is currently only a blueprint. You can simulate possible movements for robotics and even use the data created by Preview to drive those machines. Or you could create animation like this for the entertainment industry. The animation that you just watched was an example of what Wavefront Technologies' three programs can do together. With Model, we created the geometry of these objects, then plotted their motion and our angle of view with Preview. But the pièce de résistance was the finished surfaces, right? That rendering was done with our image program. Remember, with Preview, you can choose the number and placement of the light sources that will illuminate your object. In image, you choose the intensity, the attenuation, and the color of those sources. Let's just keep these for a minute. Now, what about the surface? You could make it solid, metallic, or you can create a texture, or almost anything. You can vary them all with image to achieve the look you want. How about gold? I've always liked gold. Image also can save you tremendous amounts of time by allowing you to map out the reflections you will see in your objects. And if you've rendered several objects separately, Image can now combine them to create a composite picture. Now that you've decided on the type of surface and the quality of light falling on the object you created with model, Image will realistically render each frame of the motion you created with preview. Then the resulting scene can be output to videotape or film for a final product. Not bad, huh? But there's even more to Wavefront Technologies than the programs and the equipment you've just seen. It's the dedicated group of people behind these products. Wavefront staff designed the Wavefront Dynamic Imaging System based on over 60 years of collective practical experience in the fields of computer animation production and software development. These are people who will work with you to determine and provide just the right combination of software and hardware that you need. People who will give you the training and support you need to free your imagination. Today's viewers come to expect highly sophisticated images. Now, Wavefront has made it possible for you to develop them in a powerful, cost-efficient manner. See, there's nothing to be afraid of after all.
I've been loving you too long to stop now. You were tired and you want to be free. My love is going stronger as you become a habit to me. Ooh, I'm loving you a little too long. I don't want to stop now. Oh, with you, my life has been so wonderful. I can't stop now. You were tired and your love is growing cold. My love is growing stronger as our affair grows old. I've been loving you a little too long. I don't want to stop now. Oh, 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 I've been loving you a little too long. I don't want to stop now. Oh, 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 and don't make me stop now. Oh, baby, I'm down on my knees. Please don't make me stop now.
travail, tu me compterais. Et comme on brave à travers la campagne, en couple tu m'emporterais là-bas.